Oh, hello. I thought I would do a video on sports memories, so I have several. And it'll encourage you to make some of your own. Everybody's got sports memories. Well, those are like sports. If you were one of them nerds, you probably weren't into sports. And were routinely teased by the athletes in school. I was lucky. I wasn't an athlete, but I wasn't a nerd. I was in the middle. And I wasn't picked on by everybody. It was usually one person at a time. So, the good news, I'm an adult now, I don't get picked on anymore. Maybe they were just jealous because people like me. Well, anyways, I've got a ton of amazing sports memories to go over. And I think you guys would enjoy it. Because and the idea is, I spent a lot of time being a sports nut. My close relationship with my dad did it, and I'd like to share with you some of my stories. And some of them actually have pieces of memorabilia attached to them, which I have sitting over here. They're not next to me. I have to go across the table, but I can see them. Okay, let's get started. Oh yeah. Now every kid remembers their first autograph, correct? This hat holds the very first autograph I ever got on my own. And it's not even a player. See, this is a NFC champion. This is the division champions having the NFC North. Last time the Bears were good was 2010. Well, that happened to be the year that I went to Hallis Hall with my dad. Part of a season ticket holders thing, and I met Staley the Bear. See? There's Staley's autograph right there. My dad wishes he had a video because we had a lot of fun. Staley's a goofy bear. He was playing with my hat, doing different things to my hair. He was kind of just, take it off, ruffle it up. He signed my hat and put it on sideways. Just a really goofy bear. Now the next thing is, I got no more football stuff, so we're out of football. But this, oh yeah, this is special to me. You see what that is? That is NASCAR champ Tony Stewart's signature. His second to last year with Joe Gibbs Racing. As you can see, this hat's been beat up a little bit. It was beat up like that before I met Tony Stewart. I actually have a better bowling average than he does. Yeah, I beat Tony Stewart bowling. That was another season ticket holders thing. You see, it pays to be a season ticket holder in your favorite sports. I guess we aren't done with football. This is something my cousins got me. An autographed Mike Ditka football. Yeah, don't mind me, that's just my phone. I'll check the notification later. They were eating at Ditka's steakhouse and Ditka happened to be there that night. So they asked him to sign this football. Now we're digging back into my own memories. Let's see. Yeah. My first baseball autograph. I know it's incredibly faded now. And you can't even probably see it's there. I can't even really make out the ink anymore. Yeah, you can see the blue scribbles there. That's an autograph. Where the Sox are playing the Twins, and this is Jason Kubel's autograph. But yeah, you can't really tell anymore, so... No, I think that back we were in spring training, because this is Miami Marlins ball. They were playing the Marlins in spring training. Yeah, my first spring training game. Yeah, I don't know how much this is worth anymore. You can't even really tell that there's an autograph there. It's just faded blue lines. But it still means something to me. Now, these next two balls don't have signatures on them. This is a foul ball I caught when the Sox were playing Toronto. See, look at that. That's where the ball was hit. I couldn't tell you who hit the ball because I'm not a Toronto Blue Jays fan. Now, this ball, this one's got a lot of dirt on it. You wouldn't think a dirty ball would mean something to me, but it does. I got this in Minnesota. Me and my dad were in town, and the Sox were playing the Twins. We saw 2 of the 3 games in the series. This ball we got the first night of the series. This one is and this ball is a game-used ball, and this was tossed to me by former Sox catcher, now Atlanta Braves catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's a very introverted human being. He doesn't say much. He did in spring training when I met him. But he was trying. Let's see what's next. Speaking of spring training. Yeah. Now these 3 balls here are spring training balls, and they're just littered with autographs. There's even some here on the bottom. They're everywhere. You got some on the bottom you're not going to see because I had to put the ball some ways down. This one's only got 3 autographs on it. Well, no, one of these is at a meeting. I got his autograph twice that weekend. Most of these came in the batting practice when we went down for spring training. They're very, very accessible in spring training. And let's see, I think this might be the one with Gordon Beckham's autograph on it. And the other Eaton autograph. I met a lot of ball players down there, and you know what? None of them are with the club anymore. Well, so these would be worth something if I could ever figure out who signed the balls. I'm terrible at reading autographs. There we go. Alright, my last 2 baseballs. Oh, I actually can't read this one. Half of the autographs obscured. Oh boy, I can't even figure out how to sign this one either. Hey, you guys think you can read it? I need to find somebody that can read these signatures. Seriously. I got no idea who signed that one. And those are all my baseballs. Now I got a bowling pin. That was signed by Tony Stewart. Little felt bowling pin. Hey, if you're gonna get something signed by a guy, that bowling alley, felt bowling pin. And so far, Tony Stewart is the only driver I've ever met. The champ is retired and will eventually be enshrined in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He's just got to wait a few more years. Alright, looks like we're back into the baseball stuff. Remember when I said that I'd been to the AAA ball club? I saw the Knights play in Indianapolis. They're playing the Pirates affiliate, the Indianapolis Indians. This is basically the starting lineup for that game. Every member of the starting lineup, except the pitcher, signed the ball. The one pitcher that signed the ball was our number one pitching prospect, Michael Kopech. So that's going to be worth something. See, and here's the scorecard from that game. So I can tell you who signed it. Let's see. Tilson, May, Perez, Palka, Skoll, Gillespie, Leonard, Gonzalez, and Alvarez signed it. And then I told you Kopech, and then I think it was one of the coaches. That's the one that's blue, is one of the coaches. And I actually got a fist bump from Tilson. It didn't help him much. He didn't get a single hit all day. But I guess that might have been some type of good luck. Because after, I might have kicked in later or something. Because after the fact, he went on a tear. And got called back up to the big club. Alright, last piece of baseball memorabilia. This one's actually got a plaque on it. See? Says here, number 15, Brett Lawrie, was our second baseman for the White Sox in 2016. I got this program May 25th in Chicago versus the Cleveland Indians. It was the day after my birthday, and my dad and my cousin wanted to continue the celebration. So, and before the game, Lawrie was signing autographs, so I handed him my program. And he asked that his Brett Lawrie on there, Brett Lawrie's signature. Here we go. Can you see it now? But it is Todd Frazier on the cover. Here we go. That's how you guys can. Yep, there it is. And it's a shadow box, so you can open it and read the program, and then you just put it back in. Wow, this thing's been collecting dust. I need to clean that up. Now this autograph is was one of two I'm not responsible for. This is NASCAR King Richard Petty's autograph on the duffel bag. It was a gift from my cousin. In the basement there's a lot more stuff, but it's all on paper. But these are the physical everyday items that I got signed. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so as far as my memorabilia goes, that's it. But I've got plenty of stories that didn't come with memorabilia. You guys remember the Burley meter? The play that started the Burley meter happened right in front of me. We'd been late to the game because, we got lost and traffic was terrible. First play of the game, we get into our seats and Burley does that right in front of us. Pretty cool, huh? I remember also being in the seat for Jermaine Dye's last career Grand Slam. It went over the Jumbotron. Went over our exploding scoreboard. Trust me, that is a neat thing to see, the exploding scoreboard. And then we were also up in the bleachers for Edwin Jackson's opening day, we call it the foggy opening day. You couldn't see anything. The fog was thick as pea soup. Nobody could see anything if they weren't field level. I'm amazed they didn't call the game. Or at least postpone it. Because that fog never lifted. We're up in the bleachers and we can't see anything. So we got no idea if we won or if we've lost. Or what inning it is. But that was it was one of those that we had decided to go to kind of at the last minute, so we didn't have our normal caliber of seats. My dad usually gets good seats because we only go a couple times a year. But yeah, that was interesting. Oh, and I've seen a lot of crazy things in my lifetime. See what else have I seen? Oh yeah, I saw Jose Abreu, his rookie year, tie the rookie Grand Slam record. I was sitting in the outfield. We like to rotate seats. There isn't a spot that we haven't sat. Me and my dad over the years. But yeah, that was interesting. And the fans went wild. I think there's a video of me trying to catch it. I was taping at the time, and all of a sudden everybody jumped up. And I'm shorter than half of the world, so everybody's starting me, so I can't see nothing. But I knew it happened. Especially when I saw the replay later. Oh, man. I've seen a lot of fun things in my lifetime. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm done. Anything else I'm done? Can't think of anything right now, but I've been a fan a long time. Yeah, oh, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. I was there when Carlos Zambrano destroyed the Gatorade machine in the visitor's dugout. Boy, oh boy, did Zambrano have a temper or what? He struck out again. Yeah, I think he struck out. He got so mad that when he went to the dugout, he took a baseball bat and started beating on the Gatorade container. That poor Gatorade container had no chance. He was suspended for that one. Hothead. Man, that was that's like my only real Crosstown Classic memory was that series. Yeah, that was. Man, though, I wish I was there when Ozzy kicked Soto's mask. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorite moments, and I wasn't even there for it. But I saw it on TV. And those are just things I've seen in person. I've seen a lot more not in person because I religiously follow the games and have since I was 4 years old. I'm 25 now. That's a long time to be into this stuff, into baseball. I'd walk away from it occasionally, but it would always pull me back. As far as baseball, those are the key memories there. I was also, I remember, and then for football, I was there when Urlacher knocked Matthew Stafford unconscious in the end zone. Oh boy! Now Urlacher the Destroyer is in the NFL Hall of Fame. Well deserved, Urlacher. I still got an Urlacher jersey around here somewhere that I wore when I was little. That thing does not fit me anymore, so I wouldn't even attempt to put it on. But it was a solid, tough jersey. It was made by Rawlings. Yeah. That was cool. Then NASCAR, one of my first NASCAR memories was at Chicagoland. Kyle Busch had won the inaugural chase race there, or it was a night race. And it had been raining all weekend. So you know what happened? He forgot it was raining and tried to do a burnout in the grass and got stuck. Oh, that was so funny watching him try to just slowly inch it out of the infield. Oh man. That was fun. And then let's see, what else have I done? I think that I remember when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup their first time. Yeah, I've actually got a pendant of that up in my room. There's actually a picture of Tony Stewart signing a picture of his cutout, and he's just sitting there laughing because he looked like he was holding a Chef Boyardee can, looked like a deer in the headlights, like this. Yeah. That's how he looked. Terrified. Yeah. And oh yeah, that's right, Gavin Floyd. That's right. I remember now. I remember another baseball game. The Sox hadn't won in a while. It's been a while since I've seen a Sox win. This is in 2007. Gavin Floyd was pitching, and he gave up 9 runs in the first inning, and I thought, oh boy, here we go again. But it became famous in White Sox fan folklore because the Sox came back and they won it. They won it like 10-9, I think. So they came all the way back and got Gavin Floyd that win. Yeah. I remember taking a tour of the ballpark, and there's a picture of me on the phone in the dugout to the bullpen. Yeah, we weren't, because it was active season, so they didn't watch on the grass. But we got to walk the warning track, we got to see the visitors dugout, we got to see all sorts of neat stuff. Yeah, and and if you got tickets by the bullpen, try the bullpen sports bar. They got good food there. It sure beats going out in that heat to look for a hot dog vendor. Another one of my favorite pictures. One of my favorite pictures is of me and my dad and my cousin. It was Hawaiian shirt night, the last one they did. Now it's Hawaiian floppy hat night. Not as cool as Hawaiian shirt night, no. And we're all standing there in our Hawaiian shirts with the picture of Paul Konerko with the statue of Paulie, who was my hero growing up. We'd sit down, we'd be along the first baseline just so we could watch him field. He couldn't run, but oh boy, I've never seen steadier hands at first base. It was very rare for Paulie to have an error. Well deserved they got his number retired. It was so gratifying to hear the fans one more time shouting his name. Paulie! Paulie! Every time he was at bat, you'd hear that echo throughout the stands. You knew who the fan favorite was. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Burley was a lot more athletic than he looked. They actually came out to check on him after the play that started the Burley meter and also got him his second career Gold Glove. Boy, oh boy, he had a long career, but his best years were with the Sox, no question about it. After he left the Sox, it just went downhill for Burley. You know, I've got a poster of him in my room. Burley was aptly nicknamed the Craftsman because he was a craftsman. He really was. He wasn't the most overpowering guy out there. He'd throw 80, 85. You know, nothing special, not a lot of power. But, you know what his secret was? The plate. If he hit his location, you were not going to hit that pitch. If it hit dead where he wanted to, you were not going to hit it. No. Sorry. Yeah, I remember his perfect game. The fans just went nuts. AJ Pierzynski was crying. Good old AJ, toughest catcher we ever had. And definitely a big personality. But yeah, and I've got tons of baseball cards. I've got thousands of baseball cards. I've been collecting a long time, and I usually buy the big ball packs. Yeah. I even have a spring training jersey. The guy never made it with the club. I think he probably gave up because they cut him pretty. He was like one of the first cuts like 10 years ago. But yeah, but that jersey's pretty cool for me. I wear it when I pitch with my dad in the yard. Well, I'm glad you guys could join me for this, fun journey into my memories. Hopefully, this will encourage you guys to go out and make your own memories. And like I said, right place at the right time is everything. It is everything. And also, season ticket holders. Being a season ticket holder doesn't hurt either. Yep. So, well, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time I think of a video. Bye.